Muriuki, the member of parliament for Bere South. Same day at Kangaroo. And on to you, Your Excellency, when I sat my first, because I sat twice, CPE, and it's good, you are going to read it in my book, it's just about out. And I was told that I had not made it to go to Kangaroo. I cried, and we went to this school here, this primary school here. Both Lene, Engineer Joe, and a few others. I was told I was being taken to Siakago boys, Mheshimiwa Roko. I said, Siakago, those days, Your Grace, and I want to confess here. My late father was not originally from here. He was from across the river, Gena. I'm not too sure how he came this way. But when he came here, the person who took him as his son is the old man, the grandfather Professor Mate talked about, Nicodemus. Mzee Nicodemus, who used to live where Lenin's home is across here. Those of you who understand something called Woshokura, I'm sure Pastor Dorcas understands that. In the evening, sisi, tukiwa watoto wadogo sana. Mimi nilikuwa natoka hapo nyuma tu kidogo. Lazima tukuje hapo kwa mzee Nicodemus. That's why I also regard him as my grandfather. Lenin's grandfather. And something beyond, which Lenin spoke on these grounds during the burial of my mother on 2nd of June, 2018. He's the only one who can say it because he knows it. My father, Adiriwe Nicodemus. If many of you, I'm sure this may be a bit difficult. Maybe Norman Nyaga could translate for many of you may not understand. Gotira, Gotirwa. Now came my father, Agetira, the gentleman who is, I think, the second born, Kwa Akina Leni, another uncle of mine. I get it from my father. So this thing, traditionally, it is so strong. I was discussing with Sheila yesterday at the All Saints that when we grew up, I used to go to watch Osho Virginia, I used to go watch Osho Penina, because that's the way these families were. I've taken this time and the liberty to say what I'm saying because Lenny became our torch bearer. I know many people may wonder what is Muturi talking about. I think because they have had political differences with Lenny. That is politics. But the truth of the matter is, Lene became our torchbearer at the Kangaroo. And the next year, engineer, the late Joe Elton, then when the year after that, I was being told I cannot go and I'm going to Siakago, which was unfortunately, it's not in bad taste if you are a Catholic. But there was no way I was going to go. I knew Siakago boys. It was a good secondary school. But it was run by the Catholic Church. There was no way I was going to go there. Or Kivuti. My mind was set to go to Kangaroo because somebody had set the pace for us. This brother of mine here, Levi Kivuti. And therefore, I pleaded with my father. I told him, no, please. Umepita, unaweza kwenda Siakago, unaweza kwenda Kivuti. No, I'm sorry. I said, I am going to repeat, because I must go to Kangaroo. I wanted to go to say this, Your Grace, because I am so deeply rooted in the Anglican Church that it runs deep in my veins. And the same I know with this brother of mine here. And by grace of God, the year that followed, and I was very sure, I was very, very sure I was going to go. And indeed I went. Another coincidence happened, Your Grace. Lenny alipomaliza form 4 akaenda Kianyaga. That is, now he now has another schoolmate here in the name of His Excellency, the former Deputy President. Coincidences, yeah? But I'm saying this because I read and I listened to what the king said yesterday about Eric. In your time, there gets to a point when there is somebody who sets the pace. A person sets the pace for the rest. And you never know in life. It just opens up like that. I want to say this, my brother, Lenny. No matter what we say, I know that I understand the pain. Eric's wife, I understand the pain. Hilda. And I don't want to, if I start giving stories, it will be too much, because then I'll go back to 1983 when I attended the wedding of Hilda and Lenny. At that time, I was a young magistrate in Wanakiraito. You could have seen me trying to buy what I consider to be a very good suit with some material bought from smuggled goods from Uganda. Let me say, I am not here to defend anything that has been said is wrong or has happened. In fact, I want to associate myself with the sentiments expressed that there can never be a situation where government says it does not know what is happening. I am not in charge of security docket. I'm only in charge of public service and human capital development. When I create, you know that. But this collective responsibility, we must all own up to our own deficiencies where they have been pointed out or where they occur. And therefore, I fully agree with the sentiments expressed. We cannot be here saying the great things that a young soul like Eric, what he has done, and then on the next day we are taking them and we don't know, and they are being taken all over and we don't know where they are, who is taking them. We cannot say we don't know. We are government. We are government. We are government. I mean, I'm actually surprised. I'm told most of the administrators have skipped, but never mind. Never live by fear. Never live by fear. Yeah? Because we are here as a country. We are here today to celebrate the life of this very brilliant young man. In fact, Lenny, I was thinking, the contemplator. Eric, the contemplator. He contemplated anything. He could do all manner of things. IT. He was a leader. Indeed, we must celebrate Eric. And like you, he set the pace. He trailblazed, just like you did from this village. My Grace, my Lord Bishop, I'm very sorry for having taken that much time in praise of my brother Lenny, because unfortunately, it's only me and a few others who actually know Lenny very well. Some people at some point thought, oh, hawa watu wanasikizana kweli. Sisi na Lenny, unknown to many of you, we are great buddies. And those of you who can recall, on that day, 2nd of June 2018, people trying to play games, leaving out Lenny from the list of people who are going to speak at my mother's funeral. And I said, never. It will not happen. I said, no. This is my brother. He knows a lot about me. He can talk about my mother and talk about me like mtoto akiwa, you know. How can you leave him out? So I'm sorry that I've taken that much long. I know watu wameketi kwa muda mrefu. Poleni. I've been given a message of condolence. I've been given a message of condolence from His Excellency the President. Yeah? I have given my message of condolence to Honorable Levi Kivuti. I have given my message of condolence to Honorable Levi Kivuti. Yangu. Ni kweli? Nimetoa yangu, si ni kweli? Sasa mimi pale nimefika mwisho ni kusema nimepokea ujumbe. Ya? Niwapatie, mnasema hivyo? Ha? Nisome nisisome? I have been advised wisely, you know, as a former speaker. As a former speaker, na mnajua the late JJ Kamodho used to say, talk about kura ya makelele. Nimesikia kura hiyo ya makelele. Yeah? This message is to the family of the Honorable Senator Levi Kivuti. I have the honor to deliver this message to the Honorable Levi Kivuti in public. With those very many remarks, waombolezaji wenzangu, wakazi wa Mbere, wakazi wa Embu, wa Kenya kwa jumla, nataka kusema asante sana kwa kunisikiza na kutusikiza zote wakati tumekuja hapa kuomboleza na ndugu yangu, familia yake, Mheshimiwa Levi Kivuti. Do you have the liberty? So, I want to say asanteni sana, na nataka kuwatambua wote ambao mmekuja, marafiki zangu ambao Bazuka, Senator Kenywa, Mteja, Mheshimiwa Jane Kihara, we call each other Mteja. She's my very good friend, she's a friend to my wife. Nyote asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki, tusindikishe mtoto wetu. Thank you very much.
Basi hebu tusimame kwanza, tusimame tuimbe ile wimbo tunaimba, wewe ukimwadhani rugendo ini, first two stanzas. Wewe ukimwadhani rugendo ni two stanzas, ili tukaribishe neighbor wa Kivuti, kiongozi ambaye ni rafiki wa wengi, pamoja na pastor walete pia salamu. Wewe ukimwadhani rugendo ini,
wewe ukimwadhani rugendo ini, na mumenye wegotare nganja, ona wona thina tiga guoya, wegwoko-ini gwake ndukahotu, na wendo gathikiririe ndeto cia andu, riria wina inya umenya wega, niwitikiritio menyithia andu, Yesu ne mokori wake.
Basi asante. Tutauliza Pastor Excellency Punja kwanza. Tukae tafadhali ketini. Pastor Dorcas. Basi akimaliza kuleta message yake, sasa utaita His Excellency akuja pia alete salamu.
Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe tena. Our bishop and the leadership, clergy who are here, all protocols observed, our mother and father who have lost a brother, a son that we love. We have just heard that when Job was being brought bad news, everybody, sometimes you take these things very lightly, and wakati mwingine watu wanachukua mzaha kifo. But it is a very serious, very, very tragic moment when you have a young person dying. Job, many people are coming. Many of you who have never gotten bad news, somebody comes and tells you, your children have all died. I'm the only one who has been left to come and bear the bad news. Another one, all your cattle, they are all dead. And a fire came from heaven and they were all burned. Bad news after bad news after bad news. And this man was a human being. And he was watching just like our mother and our brother here, and the wife. The kind of atmosphere that they are in is where everything is just bad. But I have come to comfort you. There is a God who will never leave you. There is a God who will never forsake you. This God gave you a wonderful son and gave him a life that everybody is admiring. I was just looking at him sharp. And now you hear he went and represented Kenya and everything. And the potential for the family was great. And you looked forward that one day he will be able even to lead this country. But now he's nipped at the bud, at the place where you would have expected him to fly. Let me remind you, this God who gave you this son and allowed you to stay with him, he will heal you and he will wipe your tears. And the next thing which he will do, day by day, he will continue to speak and to take that place. And especially to my sister and your children, I will continue to pray for you and I'll be available for you. As a pastor, our work is to make sure that we lessen the pain and the grief by being with you. Mom is a pastor like I am, and so we know that we'll be standing with you. May God bless you. May God honor you. May where he has left now, God will step in. He says he's the husband to the widow, and this God does not lie. God bless you, and thank you very much. And now I welcome the People's Deputy President, Levi Gachagua. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Your Grace, our Archbishop Jackson Olisapit, our Dean, Your Lordship, Bishop Masaba, na kanisa la Kristo, waziri wetu na mtoto hapa nyumbani, Justin Bedan Muturi, Stella, the wife of the late Eric, and your children, my friend Senator Levi Kivuti and your wife and the greater family, wale viongozi wote ambao wamefika, watu wa Kanyombora na watu ya Bere North na watu ya Embu County, Ngai mwega na hinde ciothe, Ngeithia iciare na mwathani agocwo. Happy New Year. Senator Kivuti, my friend, and your wife and family have also come with my wife, not as a leader, not as a politician, but a friend. Sisi ni marafiki kama familia na ndio tumefika hapa kukufariji. And to tell you pole for the loss of Eric, Stella and your children, as I told you when I came to the house in Nairobi. We'll pray for you, for God to give you comfort, to give you strength, to bear the loss and to bring up these young children the way Eric would have wanted. For the siblings, Brian, Alan, and Kreka, when we spoke, I saw how close you are to Eric. I know the gap is big. God will give you peace and courage. So Senator wetu na watu ya hapa tunasema pole. And that is why we came, to show togetherness in solidarity with our brother, because that is who we are as a people. Ithuĩ andũ a gũkũ a Gĩkũyũ na Embu na Meru twĩ mũtugo ũmwe wa bata mũno. Mũciĩ ũrĩa wĩna maithori ithuothe tũgoka na ngacibũ kũgiria andũ arĩa mekũ maithori. It's a very strong tradition, and I want to encourage my people. Wale walikuja kwa hii boma na maombi, asanteni. Wale walilete msumari, asanteni. Wale walilete kuni, asanteni. That is our way. That when one of us is in tears, zote tunakuja kwa hiyo boma, tunakuja kuwapunguza machozi. And that is why we say we are happy as a people. Mzee Kiraito, don't worry about Mount Kenya East and West. Ile shida ilifanya mimi nakosana na William Ruto ni kujaribu kugawanya Mount Kenya into two, na nikamwambia haiwezekani, kwa sababu tukikubali kugawanywa tumeisha. Our strength is our unity, and because of what they did, the mountain is more divided, is more united than it was. Na hakuna mtu tagawanya hii mlima. Hao Wagikuyu wa Embu wa Meru sisi ni kitu kimoja. Tuendelee kukaa namna hiyo. Na hii Januari nitaongea mwisho ya mwezi huu. Niongee nisiongee? Niongee nisiongee? Nimesikiza wazee, nimesikiza watu ya kanisa, watu ya biashara, professionals, naendelea kusikiza ground. Tutatoa mwelekeo ya watu ya mlima vile tutaishi kwa hii Kenya. Ndio siku ingine tusijikute kwa ile shimo tumewekwa. Si ndio? Unajua speaker wa Embu umesema ati niwasamehe wale walinifukuza. Mimi sina shida na hawa, mimi hawakunikosea. Wale walikosewa ni wenye kunichagua na ni watu hawa. Kwa hivyo wewe ukitaka amani uombe msamaha kwa nani? Sio mimi. Mimi sina shida. Mimi si mtu ya kuchaguliwa. Sasa ukiniondoa na nichaguliwa, si umekosea wale walinichagua? So nyinyi mko na shida, mkuje muongee na hii watu. Na unajua hii wabunge wetu hii wabunge wetu walidanganywa ati shida ya Kenya ni Rigathi Gachagua. Ati akitolewa barabara zitajengwa. Simejengwa sasa? Ati akitolewa kutakuwa na maji, iko maji? Ati ikitolewa iko madawa kwa hospitali, iko madawa? Sasa nyinyi wabunge, how foolish can you be? Mtu alidanganya sisi na Biblia. Na mnajua alitudanganya. Anaita nyinyi tena anadanganya nyinyi. Mnapiga ndugu yenu. Sasa mko na shida na hawa. Mtaonana na hii watu. Sisi tuseme Archbishop Sapit, I want to thank you my brother and the church. The church is the conscience of the nation. A time like this one, when everybody has been silenced, is only the church that can speak for us. Kwa hivyo tunakuomba Archbishop na kanisa la ACK, continue speaking for the people of Kenya. Vile mulitoa taarifa hii mambo ya chief, is it working? Mambo ya chajo ya ng'ombe, muko na haja naye? Sisi tunataka madawa ya binadamu, hapana ya wanyama. Si ndio? So ile shida iko Kenya ni mambo ya uongo. Na ndio mimi nilipata matatizo pale kwa serikali kwa sababu mimi mtu ya ukweli. Na wale ni watu ya uongo. Hata saa hii maneno ya abduction, rais alisema hakuna, alisema karibu mara 5, si ndio? Juzi akasema iko. Saa hii nimeona kibaraka yake huko, ile mjumbe anatumianga ati anadanganya wa Kenya ati hii abduction Rigathi Gachagua ndio anafanya. Ni ujinga, si ujinga? You can you respect the people of Kenya? The people of Kenya are very intelligent. And you people are running out of lies. Mumedanganya watu mpaka you have started believing in your own lies. So, wale vijana wamekuwa abducted hapa Embu. Iko kijana. Anaitwa nani? Huyo kijana alipotea. Isipokuwa ni huyu mheshimiwa anaitwa Mkoji, nasikia akiongea. Kijana wa Embu ametekwa nyara. Mkoji kijana mdogo. Dale nyama ikihura mkuha, huyu ndio anaongea. Governor wa Embu amenyamaza. Amenyamaza. Senator huyu Mundigi alisema anaonekana, amenyamaza. Huyu mbunge wenu Roko amenyamaza. Huyu mtoto wa Embu, tunataka kuuliza rais na serikali, huyu kijana mlete yeye nyumbani. Na kama mumeua yeye, mtuletee mwili tuzike. But it cannot be. Kijana ametekwa nyara, governor alichaguliwa na watu, amenyamaza. MP wamenyamaza. Wamewachia tu huyu mjumbe moja, huyu Mkoji peke yake ndio anaongea. And Mheshimiwa Karemba, I want to thank you. Wewe ulisimama with your own conscience. Ulitishwa, ukapewa pesa, ukakataa, ukasema huwezi piga ndugu yako. Wengine hawa walikuwa wanapewa shilingi 1500 peke yake. Sasa waliambiwa watapewa 2 billion ya development. Imekuja hapa Bere North? Iko ama hakuna? So that is the problem. Na mimi niseme, nikimalizia, huyu ndugu yangu, huyu Levi Kivuti, mimi hatukuwa na yeye kwa siasa mwaka uliopita. Na mimi munisamehe kwa sababu nilimpiga kiasi. Nikisaidia yule mrembo. Munisamehe kwa hiyo makosa. Mumenisamehe? Huyu ni mzee wa maana. Ni mzee yako na hekima. Na mzee Kiraitu hakuna haja huyu apewe kazi ya kufagia. Huyu acha wananchi wapewe kazi. Mnataka apewe kazi ya kufagia ama mnataka kumpatie kazi? Hii ya kufagia utapatiwa asubuhi, unafutwa saa 8. Kwa hivyo mimi nasema going forward katika siasa yetu ile tunapanga mwaka huu, mimi na huyu Senator Kivuti tutatembea pamoja, safari moja. Work together. Kwa hivyo mimi sitaki nipitishe hapo. Andu abere ni twaiguithania tunyite muthuri oguoko ni mwauga turute wira nake tuthie thabari imwe na ni tukumwira kuria tuguthie ngeigana murauga twamwira kuria tuguthie ni mugutuma thutha. Hiyo ni sauti ya Embu, na nguvu ya Kenya iko na wananchi hawa. Nyinyi wabunge muongee huko, mkule pesa, mtarudi hapa na maneno itakuwa kali. Unajua ile kitu tumepata hasara kubwa sana. Ile hasara tumepata kubwa sana, Archbishop, is the quality of leaders ambaye tulipeleka Senate and National Assembly. Huyu mzee anaitwa Raila Odinga. He has never been president, but he is in every government because of the quality of leaders anapeleka parliament and Senate. Sisi tunaenda tunaokota anything. Tukipewa pesa kidogo, sionekanangi, mnapea yeye Senate. Sasa mkifika pale, mnapata quality ya leaders iko chini, si ndio? Sasa mwaka ujao wa 2027 tutaweka darubini. Tunakagua wewe kabisa. Babako ni nani? Mamako ni nani? Anaendaga kanisa ama aendi? Ameshaiba kalamu ya mtu akiwa standard 4 ama bado? Wewe unaweza uza jamii ama uwezi uza jamii? Kwa sababu ile shida tumepata ni viongozi kuuza sisi kama jamii. Wakatusaliti, wakakula pesa, wakauza jamii. Ndio tumepata ile shida tuko nayo kama watu ya mlima. Kwa hivyo going forward, Mzee Kiraito, we want caliber of leaders who shall be elected in this region to be tested, proven patriots who cannot sell the community for their own stomachs. Kwa sababu hapo ndio tumepata shida. Na hiyo tutapangana na wananchi hawa, wanajua nyinyi. Nitwaiguithania andu aitu. Nimukugeithania. Nimurenda ndioka gucera ringi. Ndioka ringi. Ngai witu amurathime. Amwike wega. Amwaranamirie mihaka. Murore magukumia. Amugitire kuma kwi ndwari. Nende mwendete muno andu a mbere. Ngai witu amurathime na mwiko.
Sasa ni wakati wa kuombea familia. Tukimaliza maombi ya familia, MC before hata niite familia, because tukimaliza maombi ya familia tunaenda the other paneli nyingine. So MC tuelekeze tukitoka hapa tunaenda namna gani kuja tu, so that after that tunaita familia, tunaomba pamoja.
Thank you so much, Baba Askofu, Your Grace, the Archbishop, Dr. Jackson Ole Sapiti, the Most Reverend. Asante sana. Naomba nichukue dakika 2 tu ili kutoa maelekezo. Na ninashukuru sana kwa sababu kwa hiyo section the clergy mkiongozwa na His Grace umekubali kumenisaidia na ni sehemu nzito sana. Kwa hiyo ndugu zangu, nimbolia tafadhali mwitikire mbalie na Kithweli na mbalie na Kiembu. Nitwitikire our senator, former senator, na nitumwitikire twi andu engi. Kwa hiyo tunaomba tafadhali tutakapotoka hapa hawa wageni ambao tuko nao katika viti hivi ambavyo tulisema ni vya wageni waheshimiwa na wageni mashuhuri, na kuna wengine ambao tulipata kadi, tutaweza kutembea kwa pamoja hadi pale nyumbani kwa Senator Leni na tutaweza kuelekezwa. So naelezwa kwamba mwenyekiti wa kamati pamoja na ambaye ndiye atatoa salamu za mwisho na shukrani ni Profesa Daniel Mugendi. Kwa hiyo nitakuita ili uweze kutupa maelekezo hayo pamoja na kutoa vote of thanks, na nimeelekezwa pia kwamba uweze kumtambua na kumuonyesha pia your co-chair ili tuweze kujua. Tafadhali Profesa Daniel Mugendi, njoo. Let us appreciate him as he comes. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. I'm here to give a vote of thanks and then give a few announcements. But before that, all protocols observed. I want to start by thanking His Grace Archbishop of the ACK Church and the clergy for the way they have conducted this function very, very well. Also, all the prominent personalities who have visited us here this day, including our former Deputy President. Indeed, we are very, very grateful. We had 3 committees. We had the Nairobi committee, and we had a committee for Embu, and then a committee for Kanyuambora. And I've been requested to ask those committee members to stand up so that we recognize them as we thank them also for the job, good job that they have done. Committee members, please stand up. Thank you very much. The Kanyuambora committee was led by the chair. Where is our chair for Kanyuambora committee? Please wave. The chair for Kanyuambora? Okay. The chair for Embu committee. The chair for Embu committee, thank you very much. I was chairing the Nairobi committee. We also want to recognize everybody who has all the way to come here. It's because of the love for Senator Kivuti and his family. Again, I've been requesting that of you have driven from various places. We've not been able to recognize all of you, and also recognize you and thank you. So please, those of you who have driven from various parts, who have walked from various parts of this country, please stand up so that then we recognize you and they say thank you to you. This is your opportunity, please, all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can have your seats. I also want to take this opportunity to recognize one person who was not recognized, Justice Eren Wasirwa. Please stand up, Justice Eren Wasirwa. Justice Eren Wasirwa was a classmate of Mama Yonda. Mrs. Kivuti, they were classmates in Butere House, and I was requested to recognize her specifically. Thank you very much, Justice, for being with us here. Just like we had indicated, the people who are seated in these red seats, the IPs, we will go across and we'll have our lunch at Senator Rene Kivuti's home. We will not be able to fit all of us there. The rest of you, there is lunch prepared for all of you, and the lunch will be served to you in the church. And the Kivuti's family are requesting that please you don't go away before you take that lunch because it's prepared for you. But for the rest of us, we walk, it's not far, we just cross the road, and we will be able to walk to the other side where we shall have our lunch. The rest, you walk that way towards that gate to the church, and that is where you will be served. Otherwise, thank you very much. We want to thank all of you again for coming, and we are very, very grateful for the support that you've given the family through this very, very difficult time. We once are not enough, but thank you for standing with the family. Thank you for being with us. Thank you very much. God bless you.
So we request the family members wakuje tu wasimame hapa na hapa, na tuombe His Grace. Askofu John na clergy watasimama karibu ili tuombee family. After that tutaongoza tuende kule nyumbani. Family wakuje hapa. Kereka, kujeni family karibia. Wachungaji tusimame.